In this video, I'll be going over my October 2025 income report for Amazon KDP. So first, let's start with ads, and I actually haven't run ads since it looks like August 2023, and that's mostly just due to not really having the extra finances or time to devote to ads. Nothing against ads, like personally, right now. So moving on over to orders, I actually got 64 orders for October 1st to October 31st, 2025, and these are all going to be pretty much organic sales. I don't run my own advertising right now. And I do have like some videos about my books or some social media posts, but I'm not running my own advertising right now. Um, and I don't think I've really done any sort of social media posts in probably a while right now. So I'm not really sure if you count that as advertising, but yeah. So just right now, I'm not really doing advertising. I do at some point would like to start ads again potentially. I just like really need to devote some extra finances and time to ads, and I just don't currently have that bandwidth to do that, but that's okay. So it looks like my highest orders day is October 29th for 7 orders. Lowest looks like October 1st, 22nd, and 30th with 0. So definitely pretty like drastic change there, but that's totally fine. I have a lot of days where it looks like I got 1 order, and yeah, it just really varies, and that is totally okay. And once I get to the royalties part, I can go over what books actually sold too. And then if I go over my top 10, it looks like that made up 59 of the books. And I did count before starting this video, and if I'm remembering correctly, I sold 15 different types of books. So I know that I have currently 270 in my dashboard, but a lot of those books don't sell. A lot of them are notebooks that I created when I first started Amazon KDP, and I was just learning how to like upload books and how to, do all of that. So they're not very well made. So it makes sense why they wouldn't sell. Plus notebooks are typically a very competitive niche. And since I don't really run ads, like that definitely doesn't help me either with selling those notebooks. Occasionally I do sell some notebooks, sometimes. Kind of random though. But yeah, so that's why I have 270 books right now. Majority don't really sell, and that's okay. So around 15 of them sold, if I'm remembering correctly, for October 1st to 31st, 2025, and those are like different types or like different books. So I can go over the types after we do the royalties page here first. So I got $152.58. Highest day is going to be that October 29th with over $17. I think I did just check this before starting this video too. And then on the 1st, 22nd, and 30th, $0, of course. And obviously varies with like what book actually sold and what country and everything like that. So that's why the payment is kind of fluctuating everywhere, even though looking at the orders page, like I have a lot of order days with just one, but the royalties is fluctuating because, they're all different pricing. And I haven't updated all of my books yet since the new, well, I'm not sure if it really counts as new anymore, but the royalty pricing change. So some of my books I still need to change the pricing for, but I kind of have just been waiting for like if that book sells, then I can update the price just because there's like a lot of books to go through, and I don't think there's like a bulk price update option. I think for another price change we did have that option. I did do that, I'm pretty sure, but I don't remember having that option for this update for the pricing. And if I'm wrong on that, please feel free to correct me. I might be wrong, but anyways, that's why like on October 9th, my royalty looks really low, and that's most likely a book that I probably have to update the pricing on. And then for other days, my pricing looks to be around like $2 or so for royalty. I think it definitely varies between $1 to $3 typically for a book. And like I already mentioned in this video, like it really just depends and like varies. Um, I'm pretty sure I already mentioned that. So let's do the top 10. $140.62. So top 10 books definitely making up majority of the income for this income report. And then what books actually sold, what types of books. So I sold 2 different types of books. The main seller, which if you've been watching my videos, you're probably not surprised, is the scrapbook paper craft paper pad niche. That sold 60 out of 64 of all of like my royalty or like orders for this income report. And then the other 4 is from a coupon book. So, um, honestly, right now, probably the scrapbook paper, craft paper pad is going to be my best-selling niche, and then second to that is actually probably coupon books. I tend to sell at least at 1 coupon book each, income report usually, so that's really cool. That definitely takes a lot more effort to make. I'm pretty sure it's been a while since I've made it really any sort of book, honestly. I'm really trying. I got a lot going on. I know all of you have been so understanding, which I really appreciate. But yeah, I have not created a book recently. So, um, then like I think that took a lot more time to make like coupon books. So I think it does take a lot more time to make coupon books than it does the scrapbook paper, craft paper, pad books. Um, However, I think finding niches for the scrapbook paper, craft paper pad niche does take up quite a bit of time. Like I can definitely spend a while looking at different niches because that is getting more competitive and um it can be harder in my opinion. But to find a really solid niche that you can make good money from. As far as like the coupon books, I feel like there's some more categories that you can do with that, but that also is honestly getting competitive. So yeah, I'm not really sure where I'm going with that, but just saying that, like, I'm pretty happy overall with, like, these results, and even though, like, none of my other books sold, like, I do have some coloring books, notebooks, like, it's totally fine. Again, these are basically organic sales, so I'm not really logging on and, like, having to do anything, so having an extra $152.58, like, is a huge blessing for me, and I don't say that to brag or anything. It's just like, this helps pay his bills, and I just am so thankful for that, and I do really wanna start creating again because having a passive income like this is just so incredibly helpful, and I really want to grow this passive income to hopefully bring in, like, an extra 500 a month or, just something like that. As far as my expenses go, let me do I already showed you the top 10, but just show you that again. $140.62. And, that coupon book, I think, is in the top 10 as well, I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong on that. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's in the top 10 as well. And for October 1st to October 31st, 2025, and, I am not sure where I was going with that either. But anyways, oh yeah, expenses. So, I'm pretty sure the only expense I have, like I'm trying to think of any other expenses I might have, is literally just Canva, which I do pay Canva monthly. I probably should pay, like, I think you can pay annually and save some money, but I don't know, for some reason I pay monthly. So I think that's $12.99 a month, and that's it. Like, I literally can't think of any other expense that I might have month to month. So that means $139.59 in profit. Of course, that does not include taxes. Taxes is probably going to be different for everybody. Obviously, there are some business write-offs. Like I did have to buy a brand new laptop because my other laptop stopped working, and that was a lot of money. For at least for me, it was a lot of money. So, but I really need that in order to do like the YouTube videos and everything. So, there's obviously like other expenses like that, but as far as like month to month, like typical expenses, probably just Canva, which is really, really nice. So, yeah, if you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to comment them below. Can do my best to try to answer whenever I might be able to. I know that I have not been the most like active on YouTube, and I am really trying to get back on track here. Still working through some health and personal issues and things going on, but we're trying over here. So, or I'm trying over here, and yeah, we'll just please keep being patient with me, so thank you so much, and I'd love to know how Amazon KDP is going for you. Also, I do wanna mention as far as the ads here, I'm still not sure how to really use this properly. I'm pretty sure my ad spend is more closer to, like, $99 or, like, over $90. I just don't know how to really properly use this, but just wanna be transparent with that. And yeah, just love to know how Amazon KDP is doing for you. If you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to put them in the comments and I can try to answer them whenever I might be able to. But thank you so much for watching and listening to this video. I hope that you have a great day.